What's up everybody, my name's Chance and today we're going to be starting a brand new series on this channel, a Road to Mythic challenge. So we just need, what, 4 more games? And we're in the next tier. Should I do it? Should I really do it? Yes. Yes I should. They don't have any mana to do anything about it right now anyways, so let's kill their knights easy. Maybe I'm just cursed. Now, in this challenge, I'm also going to be doing a color challenge. So, for each rank, each tier of each rank, we're going to be trying a different deck out. So, for Gold Tier 4, we're going to be starting on Abzan, then we'll be moving down to, I believe, Bont and Esper, and Grixis, Jeskai, Jund, Mardu, Naya, Sultai, then Temur. We're going to be doing an alphabetical order because I couldn't think of any better way to sort the colors, so we're going to be doing an alphabetical order of the guild names or the color set names. So Abzan is the first, and for those of you wondering, Abzan is green, white, and black. So we're going to be trying to pick up 5 victories, and y'all can probably see that I already picked up 1. I didn't think the deck would actually do that well, but it did nonetheless. So, the deck for today, for our first Mythic rank climber, is going to be a Creatureless Abzan deck. And also a few rules for the series. One, I'm going to be trying to take, the first deck that I submit, I'm going to be trying to take it all the way to the next tier within 1 video. If I can't, so be it. I'll either continue the climb later on stream, or I'll try a different deck out and upload, the same Mythic rank climb the next day, and we'll try again to get up to the next tier. So, all that being said and set aside, I'll try to set all the rules also down in the description for this this little challenge, so people will know, even if it's video 10 into the challenge, they'll still know the rules and know what I'm aiming for. Also, if you guys want to suggest decks or ideas on how I can change my decks, by all means leave it down in the comment section below. You guys, or y'all, I'm sorry, y'all know that I love your feedback and I love seeing what interesting ideas y'all can come up with. So all of that being said, we're gonna hop right into our deck tech or our deck breakdown. Now, I did play a Creatureless deck a while ago with Wilderness Reclamation, and this is sort of an ode to that. So, kicking us off, we have 2 copies of Fountain of Renewal, and this is basically going to be a combo linker with your Dawn of Hope to get you some card draw every turn if you can get them both out. And honestly, I've thought about going up in copies of each of them because I actually don't seem to see them enough. So, maybe we'll do something like that, -1 there, and honestly, we could probably -1 off the Profane Processions, but I really like it, right? It's a very powerful card with Wilderness Reclamation. As long as you have 5 mana out, essentially you can exile 2 target creatures every single turn, which is crazy, right? So maybe we take out a copy of Divine, as again, they don't stack, so we'll craft all. I do have the uncommon needed to craft another Fountain, so again, Fountain and Dawn, that's sort of your early game combo. And Fountain is also going to help keep you alive against all the aggro you're sure to run into in ranked. So hopefully that will keep you alive. Furthermore, you have Moment of Craving to help you against the mono red, mono blue aggros. Then moving down, you have some token generators, 2 copies of Saproling Migration. Now I found you don't really need that many actual token generators in the way of like casting cards, so 2 copies of March, 1 copy of Spore, and 2 copies of Saproling Migration is actually our only ways of casting tokens onto the field, if that makes sense. Past that, we're just going to be relying on Dawn of Hope to get them out. And Ethereal Absolution also works as well. So moving down from Saproling Migration, we have 2 copies of Cry of the Carnarium. Again, this is some aggro helper. A lot of decks are aggro right now, and gotta have ways to deal with them. Furthermore, we have Mortify and Ixalan's and Vraska's Contempt to help us deal with the gate decks. So this deck is essentially just counter or play against whatever we need to, and then we just have our core set win con, so everything else is just deal with the enemy pretty much. So the enemy Nonetheless, we'll move on to our other 3-drop of Gift of Paradise. Works excellent in 2 manners. One, adds 2 mana of any one color, so all of these like Vraska's Contempt, Cries of Carnarium, March of the Multitudes, Divine Visitation, all of these cards that are usually rather restricted, Gift of Paradise makes sure, even if we don't have our lands right, that we can still cast them, as well as giving us 3 life whenever it enters the battlefield, also ramps us a little bit, so yeah, all in all, solid card, and I'm enjoying the card art for it as well. Moving down, we have 3 copies of Mortify to deal with any creatures or enchantments that may cause problems. 2 copies of Profane Processions. Again, this is excellent card if you're running Wilderness Reclamation, as you can exile two creatures every turn, even 3 if you get up get up that much land. And I don't know if you have to transform this card. Most of the other transform cards you're not required to, so if you want to transform one of them and then, you know, play your other one down to keep exiling creatures. 5 mana. Is it a bit expensive? I mean, it's only 1 mana above Vraska's and 1 mana above Ixalan's. And granted, Ixalan's is, you know, a lot stronger of an exile, as it makes it to where they can't cast any more of that spell, and Vraska gives you 2 life. It's still not a bad excuse me, a bad form of removal, considering it can stay on the battlefield. Excuse me again, sorry. Seem to have a frog in my throat. So yeah, that's Profane Processions, Ixalan Bindings, and Vraska's all pretty much explained in that one little wrap. Spore Swarm, this is really just for those key situations where you want to be spawning in like angels at instant speed. I don't find that it's necessary too much, but sometimes having 2 copies of March of the Multitudes isn't enough, and I only have 2 copies, otherwise y'all know I'd be playing more. So Spore Swarm in here as a one of, because I don't really have as many March of the Multitudes as I'd prefer. So moving down, we have 3 copies of Wilderness Reclamation, which is going to give us all of the mana we need to cast things like, you know, Infinite Dawn of Hope tokens and Infinite Profane Procession exiles. So some wonderful stuff coming along with the Wilderness Rec. Moving down, we have 2 copies of Divine Visitations, which pretty much one of our win cons, right? Creating a bunch of angels every time we go to create a Dawn of Hope token instead. It's just really awesome. Then moving down, we have 2 copies of Ethereal Absolution. Creatures you control get +1/+1, so this makes it really easy to go wide just by spawning up little tokens. They don't even have to be angels. Angels are nice, but if you have like 15 2/2s, you know, that's 30 damage right there. So it's like another win con beside Divine, as well as giving us a creature generator if we pay the 4 mana and exile a target card from an opponent's library. If it's a creature, at least we get a 1/1 white and black spirit creature token with flying, which becomes a 2/2 because of the effect of Ethereal Absolution. Furthermore, creatures your opponents control get -1/-1, so it's like a huge buff to you and a huge debuff to your opponent. So, and then lastly, we have 2 copies of March of the Multitudes, which most of y'all should be able to put together. You know, Wilderness Rec, Divine Visitation plus March, huge wombo combo. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the deck tech or the deck breakdown, and we will be hopping not into normal play. I did go into normal play to test things out. We'll be hopping right into ranked with our Creatureless Climber. Leon Krellmoon shall be our first opponent on our way to Platinum. Whew, absolutely 0 green mana, but a decent spread of white and black. I don't think we're in any rush to get down the Fountain of Renewal, but at the same time, you never know, so we'll go ahead and pay the 2 life and get it down, get down Dawn of Hope come next turn, and get our card draw generators going. Hero of Precinct 1. Okay, so probably Esper, right? If I had to guess about it. Now, come next turn, do we want to pay the 2 here, or do we want to go ahead and get down Profane? I think we want to go ahead and get down Profane. Ooh, there's a Mortify, actually. And Mortify is even better. We're actually going to do it at instant speed, so as to not be a dumbass. Pass to attackers. Alright, now we'll cast out our Mortify. Because he didn't have, or they don't have any blue mana out, so it's not. Oh, well, game one can be picked up really easily, just with the simple Mortify. So we just need what, 4 more games, and we're in the next tier. Alrighty, we'll see y'all in the next one. Preserver shall be our next foe, rocking the Vraska avatar. I like it. I like it. That's a decent hand. We have some aggro dealage. We have profane. We don't have any black mana. That is unfortunate. We don't have a Fountain of Renewal. So yeah, things we want to draw here. Hello. Definitely looking for some black mana. All of our cards are castable though with one more land. Fountain of Renewal is really good. It allows us to get that card draw in. Oh, they got the Oscillated Chapels and the Overgrown Tomb. This person went spendy. I like it though. Gotta say, I really do enjoy it. Oh, y'all probably can't see it there because my big old face is covering it up. Okay, so they got rid of one of our Dawn of Hopes. That's fine. We needed the swamp, so that's okay. We still have 3 more Dawn of Hopes in the deck. It's not like we were gonna be using Dawn of Hope for anything other than card draw right now. And there's another one anyway, so like, psh, what's it matter? Let's just get it down. Another Assassin's Trophy? Maybe? Lovely, lovely. Well, honestly, we already have the 2 white, so let's go ahead and get down 2 swamps. That way we have the mana for Cry the Carnarium if we need it. Granted, they seem to only be running off of Assassin's Trophies. You know, still, the threat could eventually arise. So we'll go ahead and get down Profane Processions. See if they have another Assassin's Trophy, I guess. No? And we're going to wait on casting out Saproling Migration. If we do get enough to kick it, I'll probably go ahead and kick it, as that is, you know, 4 damage each turn. There's a Kaya.
I heard you had some dead things that needed to stay put.
Well, there goes that. That is unfortunate. We need 1 more land for Ethereal Absolution as well. This is a tricky situation that we're in. I guess we just gotta pass it. I really don't want to just spawn up 2 Saprolings. It's really, really not ideal. That's fine. And our opponent doesn't have anything to do past that. So there is another land which gives us our Ethereal Absolution come next turn, or our kick Saproling Migration. Honestly, we're probably going to go with kick Saproling Migration. They don't have any creatures in their graveyard quite yet, so... How much money did this person spend on on all of their card art? They got everything. They have Mortify, they have Assassin's Trophy, they have all of their lands.
Funny, that's what I do.
Alrighty, so... yeah, kicked Saproling Migration, I guess. Now, if they don't have a board wipe, that's a dealt with Kaya, which is excellent because it means we can throw down the second Fountain of Renewal and feel fine about it. It's not going to get exiled. History of Benalia. Okay, that's fine. We can deal with that night. Creature token, no problem. Oh yeah, then there's always that from Kaya as well, so I guess that's fun. Actually, if we Ethereal Absolution right now, we can kill Kaya. Sweet. I'll take it. It was either going to be that, or we were going to Moment of Craving the Knight, in which case we'd be able to swing with everybody, but it still wouldn't do lethal to the Kaya, so I feel like this is definitely the better play. Yeah, you definitely shouldn't block with the Knight either, as it doesn't do anything for them.
Dematerializing? Huh.
I think History of Benalia is the first card that we've seen that they didn't have the Yeah, the special card art for. Goodness. Goodness gracious. Alrighty. Well, they're just taking. Should I do it? Should I really do it? Yes. Yes, I should. They don't have any mana to do anything about it right now anyway, so let's kill their knights easy. Kill off their Vraska and hit them in the face for 3, right? 2 copies of Ethereal Absolution. I'm not gonna complain. All of my creatures +2/+2. All of their creatures -2/-2. It's like a Moment of Craving on everybody. Alrighty. They are getting a little mana screwed right now. Dope card art, but yeah. I wonder what they did if they just bought all of the sets and then. Oh well. Mortify. Taking out one of my Ethereal Absolutions. That's okay. I guess we'll let it be. So we can throw down 3 creature tokens with March of the Multitudes. I'm not too big of a fan of that. Let's get on another Fountain of Renewal. And I guess we just, you know, start hitting them in the face. We might march if we don't get anything else come next turn. Like we just get some more removal. Well, that was kind of wasted mana, right? Because Ethereal Absolution makes it to where Imperious Oligarch dies, and then her Afterlife creature also dies. That will work, but that's also the 3rd copy of Assassin's Trophy, so they can't have too many more, right? They said, oops. That's okay. Now we just Moment of Craving that little bugger. And kick it back to my turn. Honestly, we probably could have destroyed the Fountain of Renewal there to get some extra card draw. They do have the mana for Akaya's Wrath, which is super scary, right? Alright, I know what we'll do. Swing in with the creature tokens. We'll wait till the end of their turn, then we'll cast March of the Multitudes if they've tapped out on their land. Tristani Discordant. And we'll just mortify her right away. We could march and get out 2, but that's not really interesting, so instead we're just going to sacrifice the fountain here, get some removal, or some card draw, I mean. No, I think we just cry. And we don't want to attack because they'll defend and get something back out of it. Sorry, that frog is still very much in my throat. There's a big ass mosquito flying around up there. Huatli, sure.
My strength is our strength.
Again, we could march for 2, but I'm not a huge fan of it. So we're just gonna keep on waiting. We really want to Ixalan's Bindings of Huatli. No, not right yet. So we may march come their next, or like come the end of this turn. We'll see. Seraph. I think we're just gonna use Ixalan's Bindings on Seraph. Right? We don't want to mortify, because then they get the also have the card art for Seraph, which is again awesome.
My strength is our strength.
Past attackers, past end of combat. Now we cast down the March, which we can cast it down for what? 2, 4, 6. Then we throw the Ixalan's Bindings on the Seraph. Then I think we honestly just hit him in the face, right? No need to dilly-dally and hit the Huatli. Let's just go for the kill. So they have to have an answer in 3 cards. Finality. Well, that's an answer. Super unfortunate answer, but it is an answer, and they're Watley getting rather close to getting her her emblem. Oh, that's such a bust. That is such a bust. Vivian Reed. Oh no, the comeback is real.
How this thing goes is up to you. That can't help you now.
Okay, well, we can still go ahead and mortify. The Seraph. Sure, they still get the 2 1/1s, but we're also sitting at 30 health. So the real problem with the 2 1/1s is the fact is the fact that they're blockers, right? So they make it more difficult for us to actually get in there and hit that bitch in the face.
No one knows the wilds like I
That
do.
mosquito's getting ever so close over here, which I'm not a fan of. And y'all may be able to hear it now because it's just like going absolutely crazy.
The song of battle flows.
Alright, so there's a hero and a Teysa. Oh no. Their deck's coming together. They're gonna start getting lifelink off of their creature tokens. They all have vigilance. They're actually playing an Abzan deck as well, which is interesting to note. Oh. But they've dealt with our deck fairly well. Just absolutely destroying all of the permanents we wanted. Sorry, this mosquito over here is like distracting the hell out of me. Alright, sorry about that. Mosquito flew somewhere over here and not quite sure what happened to it. Oh, now it's over there. Whatever. Alright, so our opponent is just taking their sweet time. Y'all haven't really missed anything as they haven't really done anything. They're just sort of sitting there. So, yeah. You know what I think I don't actually have in this? I don't think I have any board wipe past Cry of the Carnarium. So, getting our second copy is going to be very crucial here. We may not get all the way through this tier with this deck today simply because of time constraints. I do have work today, so... But I figured this would be a fun little series I could do in between, you know, the last like, what, month or 2 months? Because I think War of the Spark is what, end of April? That's what the pre-release like package that you can buy is for. Pre-order package, the 50 for 50. It ends like April 25th, so you gotta think that it's gonna be coming out like either April 26th or April 27th, 28th, 29th, somewhere in that last little bit of April. Holy fuck. We're about to get hit hard. So yeah, that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that we couldn't really find the things we needed in time to deal with our opponent, and then they managed to find everything they needed to counteract us. The Assassin's Trophies are nice on their part. Hopefully, since we already have so many goddamn lands out, though, we won't be drawing anymore, ideally. The Preserver, though, I gotta say, they have a nice deck and they have nice card arts. Oh, Watley is the only Planeswalker they don't have the card art for. Well, not that it does anything, but there is a copy of Divine. I think we still lose come this next turn anyways, though. We'll have to see. We gotta have hope. Maybe we'll draw into a March of the Multitudes and just have the biggest board ever. Ooh, that's probably lethal. I forgot they were holding Tristani in hand. Yeah, I think that's lethal. Alright, so we'll throw down a good game. And we might as well let them hit us in the face. Right? Let's be good sports about it. Oh, okay, come on. Yeah, I get it. Just hit me in the face.
My strength is our strength.
Come on, there you go. What? They're refusing to deal lethal. Alright, well then we're probably just gonna concede. I don't know why they didn't. Oh, they were worried about I was bluffing it and I had to settle. Okay, well that is very understandable. I don't, but I could definitely see someone doing that. Okay. I don't even think we have settle in the deck, which is kind of a mistake, right? It's a very good card, Vraska's Contempt. That's not gonna save us, so we will scoop it out here. So game 1 victory, game 2 loss. So unfortunately we didn't make any progress yet, but we'll keep at it. We'll play at least one more with this Abzan Creatureless Climber deck. Dirtle King gonna be our next foe. Wow. This mana that it's giving me is it's crazy. We only have 2 planes in the deck, so the fact that we start with both is super rare. However, we do have the Wilderness and the Dawn of Hope already off the bat, so we're definitely going to keep the hand. We can go ahead and get down Profane Processions. If I can get some green mana, that would be fantastic. Unfortunately, we can't cry and kill the angel, and we can't Moment of Craving, so ooh. This is a scary position for us. We may have to go up on lands for this deck, as much as I hate to say it. Seriously? 3 lands in our first, I don't know how many cards. This is the wonderful thing about Magic. Sometimes you still get screwed. Alright. So game 3 we're probably going to lose to what appears to be Abzan Angels. It's really weird how it keeps pairing us up against other Abzan decks. It's also kind of depressing how they keep kicking our asses. Though, to be fair, I am getting completely mana screwed. Meanwhile, they have no they have no problem drawing out perfectly fine mana plus Resplendent and Lyra, which again probably says a little bit about how our decks are built. But you gotta think maybe something's off. Maybe I'm just cursed. Whatever. So we'll go all the way back down to the bottom of gold tier 4, gold tier 4, and sure, let's play one more. Let's try and grind at least back up to where we started, right? Gotta try and make the deck at least neutral. So also I won't have to cut out that little editing part there because I just talked straight through it. So that's a lot better with our land. That's a lot better. Our hand is, you know, we'll have to see. But our land is fantastic. So we are going to go ahead and pay the 2 and get Fountain down early. The reason I never really mind paying 2 for Fountain is it literally pays for itself in 2 turns. So unless they have Assassin's Trophy and they're playing that, then chances are they're not going to be removing your Fountain of Renewal in the first 2 turns, so you're going to gain the life back. And here we can just throw down our Godless Shrine tapped. Profane Processions is nice. We're only 1 mana away from actually being able to use its ability as well. So actually, no, we're not, because we have Gift of Paradise. So that's really nice. Honestly, I think we just go Guildgate and Moment of Craving here. We could have thrown down Gift of Paradise as well if we wanted to, but I think getting the Tithe Taker off the board is more important. We're up against an Orzhov deck, so what could this be? Afterlife Visitation, maybe? Revival. That's very early revival. We can't cast Spore Swarm, just in case y'all were wondering. We can go ahead and throw down Profane and then next turn use it to exile their Tithe Taker, which I kind of like. And sure, Gift of Paradise is being put on the back burners, but that's not really such a bad thing. Because no matter when Gift of Paradise comes down, at least we gain the 3 life. So sure, 3 mana to gain 3 life isn't greatest, and they are just going to mortify our Profane Processions, which is super unfortunate. Ethereal Absolution. Yeah, that sounds wonderful. So what we're going to do is we're going to cast Spore Swarm on their turn, catch them off guard, and kill their Tithe Taker. And then we'll Ethereal Absolution on our turn. And, oh no, we can't. I'm sorry. We'll Gift of Paradise on our turn. I should have played, shoulda, coulda, woulda played Gift of Paradise last turn, so that way I could have Ethereal Absolution on my turn this turn. But oh well, we have the Dawn of Hope plus, Seraph of the Scales does make this a bit more difficult, but they do have creatures we can exile. Rather, a creature we can exile with Ethereal, so we can get a defender up for Seraph. And Ethereal will also wipe out their little spirit tokens, so that's fine. So we definitely don't want to pay the mana to draw a card with Dawn of Hope. Things we're looking for. Wilderness Wreck would be awesome, considering we have the Dawn of Hope down now. Another Seraph of the Scales, huh? That's scary. Decline. We don't want to pay the 2, as I said. Moment of Craving is wonderful. That'll actually allow us to kill one of the Seraphs without having to go through a whole bunch of shenanigans. So we will swing in here, because if they choose to defend with their Seraph, they're not going to get the Afterlife tokens from them, so we might as well deal some damages. So yeah, I would absolutely love a Wilderness Reclamation right now. It would make our days a lot easier, honestly. Also, I didn't pronounce this opponent's name in the beginning because I can't fucking pronounce that. Good luck to y'all if you can. If you'd like to translate it and let me know what it means, then by all means, do it. This is going to hurt a little bit. Do I want to pay the 2? Yes. Ixalan's Bindings. Okay, so we can either Moment of Craving or we can exile creature. Get a 2/2 flyer up. Kind of like the Moment of Craving. You can't cast Ixalan's and Moment. We can't cast anything in Moment, which is kind of unfortunate. Well, we can sacrifice the Fountain of Renewal, but I really don't want to do that. So think we swing all in with our Saprolings. Moment of Craving the Midnight Reaper. Oh, we can draw. I did forget about Moment of Craving giving me the life, so I can draw with Dawn of Hope. That's good. We will pay the mana here. Vraska's Contempt. Hell yes. Now, again, they have Afterlife too, but we have Ethereal Absolution, so their creature tokens spawn up and then immediately die, which is fantastic. We're both sitting at 15 health. Granted, their creature has one more damage that it can use than us. I think we're doing all right. We're sitting kind of pretty right now. We can always use Dawn of Hope to start spawning up little creature tokens as well if we want. History Benalia, not nearly as scary since it's only going to be spawning up a 1/1 knight with Vigilance. And what we may do is just Ixalan Bindings the History of Benalia. How much mana do we have? 5, 7. Let's decline there. That makes 8. That costs 4, and we get a creature out of it. Creature that can defend the Seraph of Scales. So I'm thinking we Ixalan the History. Just get that gone. Then we can either Vraska's Contempt the Seraph of the Scales, or we can Ethereal Absolution and take Seraph of Scales out of their graveyard and spawn up a 2/2 to defend against it, which I kind of like a little bit more. Like, I'd rather put something to defend their creature on the board than just use the removal, because they may use the removal on our creature, and if they do, sure, they get in 3 more damage, but I'm not too worried about it. Lyra is nice, and this way we get to save Vraskas for something like Lyra. So, Seraph is gonna hurt. We take the damage is the question. I believe yes is the answer. Maybe that was the wrong play, but maybe not. We will pay 2 to draw. Another copy of Profane Processions. Nice, honestly. But we can't play it and use it, so instead we're just going to use... we can wait on the Vraska's Contempt for their turn, that way we can block with... and we'll get the card draw. Okay, yeah, so I kind of like that. We're just going to wait. And we are down to 10, so we're sort of on the defense here. Well, not sort of, we definitely are on the defense here. But that's okay, I still feel semi in control. They do have 5 cards, but the cards that we have on the field are a lot better. Okay. Doom Whisperer. Okay, still taking out the Lyra. 100% for sure. Alright. Exile the Lyra. This will bring the Seraph of Scales back down to a 3/2, which means our flying creature token will be enough to deal with her. She'll also lose the lifelink that she had. We'll gain the 2 life, which means we can pay the 2 mana here and get some card draw. Cry of the Carnarium. Not fantastic right now. Alrighty. How much mana do we have? 3, 6, 7, 9. This costs 3, 8. So we don't want to pay the 2. Mortify. We could just mortify the Doom Whisperer, but I kind of like the idea of getting down Profane Processions and exiling it instead. This way we can go ahead and get our Profane Processions ticking up, and if we can flip it, then we can play a Doom Whisperer of our own, right? Or a Lyra, or whatever they decide to try and get down. So, as soon as we get to play, that is. Alrighty. Now we're not going to swing in because, well, they obviously won't take the block and then they'll hit us in the face. So, you know, just sort of be a pointless trade, no need in it. They are going to mortify our Profane. That's fine. Doom Whisperer is still exiled. So it's basically just like a really expensive exile for us. And sure, play Crafter while I have a creature on the field. That is perfectly fine by me. Now, do we want to pay the 2 here? I believe the answer is yes. Gift of Paradise and an Ixalan's Bindings. We could just go ahead and cry here if we wanted to get rid of the Plague Crafter, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. Let's pay the 4 and let's exile something from theirs. Let's exile a Seraph. And do we want to just throw down a Gift of Paradise? I think so. We'll throw it onto a swamp. Alrighty, so we're back up to 17 health, so we're doing fine on health now. We have something to block out their Plague Crafter. They're looking to cancel out that Ixalan's, or maybe the Ethereal. The Ethereal is definitely more valuable. Hopefully they don't, but if they do, we can always just start spawning up Dawn of Hope creature tokens and just chum blocking until we can find another Ethereal or a Divine Visitation, something along those lines. Surely they won't destroy the Ixalan's Bindings over the Ethereal Absolution. Okay, so there's that. And there's Orzhov Enforcer. Okay, so they swing in. Huh. I'm going to say no blocks, because we may just cry the Carnarium come our next turn, right? It works really well, so. Draw an additional card. We get 2 lands. That's unfortunate to see, but we will go ahead and cry here. Get rid of everything, exile it. And I think we're just going to create a Dawn of Hope creature token come their turn. This is definitely going to be a long video, so for those of you that don't like long videos, I do apologize. For those of you that enjoy them, here you go. Which also, those of you that are still watching, obviously, it's probably a bit of a biased time to ask the question, but would y'all rather see a long video like this broken down into 2? Because I can literally just cut it in half, add in the intro back, you know, and make it 2 separate videos. So would y'all rather see that, or would y'all rather see like one whole play session whenever I'm going to record? Definitely takes longer for me to deal with and upload and all that stuff. So I think they've already cast how many Lyras? 1 is already exiled, right? Somewhere there. How do we exile the Lyra? Oh, maybe Vraska's Contempt. That's right. That's right. Okay, so we can Ixalan's Bindings their other Lyra, so they can't cast their 3rd Lyra if they draw it, or we could just mortify it. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of using Ixalan's Binding, especially since the game's going so slow right now. Let's do our due diligence. Bit of a tongue tire there. So let's take the Lyra, and we have at 5 mana. Okay, so let's play the untapped land then. So whenever we attack with our attacker, we'll gain the life, we'll pay the 2 to draw a card, and we'll still have 2. We'll still have 4 mana, I'm sorry, to cast another creature token come the end of their turn. So the reason you always want to wait until the end of their turn is just in case they have a sweeper effect. Obviously right now it'd only sweep 1 creature, and so we could still get up another one right after they swept it. And we're looking in a pretty good shape right now. Dawn of Hope, getting down the 2nd copy just means we're going to have that proc at the beginning of our upkeep twice, which isn't that bad. It means we can draw 3 cards at the beginning of each of our turns, which really helps us get to those Divine Visitations that we're looking for. Our opponent is, I'm not sure if they're just thinking or stalling or if they're AFK or what, but yeah, we'll keep on waiting here. I'm gonna get a drink because this match has gone on for so long, my voice feels like it's going hoarse. So please excuse me. Come on. You know, I'm looking up at their name. I just want to say real quick. This is a K. This is a less than or equal to sign. That's a 5. That's a P. That's an H. Not to like discredit or to say that like it's copied or any of that. I'm fairly sure whatever language that is probably older than American English is. But it is funny how letters and numbers can only change so much, you know, in so many languages before they start looking like each other, right? K, and you even got a little T right there, right? So that could be like a T and a C. I'm really bored. I'm just waiting on this opponent. I don't know if they plan on roping us or what, but like, yeah, I'm not gonna surrender. This is ranked. We're trying to get to Mythic. I can't allow it. So goes back to the end of their turn, and we'll create a soldier. My turn. We'll definitely pay the 2. Saproling Migration would be a lot nicer if I had a. Sure, let's go ahead and get down Dawn of Hope. Saproling Migration would be a lot more interesting if I had Divine Visitation down already. Alright, so let's start drawing some cards. How much mana do we have? We actually have enough to spawn up 2 creature tokens right now, come the end of their turn, but since I'd rather draw cards and try and find something spicy. We already played a land this turn. I feel like we have, but I'm not for sure. Those are Wilderness Reclamation. Either way, let's not pay the others because we have the Wilderness Rex. So, woo! We finally did it. We got the Wilderness Rex. Now we can be spawning up Dawn of Hope creature tokens out the ass. We're able to spawn up what? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 off of each set of mana. So 6. We can spawn up 6 tokens with Dawn of Hope. That's nice. And that's just with like cards that we have on the board too. So that's not even including, you know, our Saproling Migration coming down on a turn. Which then we obviously couldn't spawn up the 6 creature tokens because we would have spent some of the mana on the migration. And yeah, it looks like our opponent just went AFK. Maybe they just got bored, maybe they disconnected. Not quite sure, but it is saddening to see that this is the end of the game. I don't get to use a Divine Visitation or a Ethereal Absolution to win it. I just win because they're not here. Oh well. That is probably going to do it for this video, though. Again, we managed to break even, so maybe Creatureless Abzan isn't the way to go, or maybe we need to tweak our deck a little bit. Either way, I enjoyed the hell out of it, and I'm enjoying having this motivation to do a new series. And I think that a Mythic climb is due on the channel. You know, I haven't really messed with rank too much past whenever it first came out, and I got up to platinum, and I was like, you know, this is kind of cool. But the rewards don't really seem too worth it. No offense, Wizards, but it just doesn't. So I sort of fell off on it. But now that we're in this sort of dead zone, or this little bit of a lull in between War of the Spark and being still in Ravnica Allegiance, I figured we needed some new direction. We needed a new objective or a mission, a goal to try and reach on the channel. So Mythic rank, what better goal than the highest? So yeah, if y'all enjoyed the video, if you're enjoying the series or enjoying the idea of the series, as this is just going to be the first video, be sure to leave a like. Be sure to leave a like down below and a comment in the comment section for any suggestions on this deck or what deck I should be using tomorrow, because obviously we didn't make it out of Gold Tier 4 with our Creatureless Abzan, so we will be back trying it again tomorrow and probably later tonight. I keep saying that I'm going to live stream and things just keep coming up, so I can't really help it too much, as I do have a job and I have other responsibilities. But I will try and deliver on that promise come tonight. So nonetheless, that's going to do it. Also, if you're new here, consider subscribing. If you managed to stick around all the way to the end, you probably already did, but still, I feel like I should remind you just in case y'all might have forgotten. So of course, until next time, later tonight or tomorrow, peace. What's up, everybody? I wanted to take a quick second to thank everybody who stayed all the way through the video, as well as give a special shout out to all my patron donors for helping support the channel. If you too are looking for ways to support the channel, consider hopping over to patreon.com/DrSpelkin. Try to make sure all support given to the channel is returned to those giving.